Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my two girls. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 146. This is my only acquisition today. My mug came, Crazy Sock Lady. I got this from the Crazy Sock Lady. And I said last week that my pumpkin spice creamer is all gone. So I have peppermint mocha. It's very good. If I remember, when I do my show notes, I have to fix some of my show notes. I will put her website down below. Today is Sunday. No, it's not. I knew I was going to do that. Today is Saturday, March 26th, 2022. This is my podcast / YouTube channel where I share my knitting, sometimes crochet, sometimes cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. If you are new, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I want to thank everybody for all their comments from last week. I was having a rough week. Was that what it was? I don't remember anymore. But I do appreciate all of your comments, all of your likes, shares, all of that good stuff. First, I will talk about what I'm wearing. This is my, chalet sweater? I finished it last week and I blocked it. It does look a lot better. So here it is. This is Knit Picks Wool of the Andes. The dark green is Jurassic and the gray is silver. I will stand on my knees. I'm sitting on the floor right now, but I'll get on my knees for you. So you can kind of see it a little bit better. I can't stand up because I have a microphone and all that. And you'll hear my really creaky floor. So here it is. So my natural armpit is like right there. So that's probably why I didn't have to do the sleeves so long. So I don't know if I probably did the incorrect size, but I like positive ease in here. It's not tight. It's nice. So yeah, that's my sweater. And I actually got to wear it today. Sorry if you got a close-up of my forehead. It looks great with my jammy pants, right? We'll talk about weather. You want to talk about weather right now? We'll talk about it right now. I'm so mad. I'm so mad at Mother Nature. Why? We got some snow last night. I knew it was going to happen. And yeah, it's snowing right now and it's blowing. And it is March 26th. It never seems to fail that when the kids have spring break, it snows. Every year. So I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. Because it was like last week, we had some days that were like almost 70. And now it's snowing and it's like 30 right now. So I guess that's good news. So I was able to wear my sweater today. So yeah, all right. So the content is going to be a little, I feel like this might be a short episode. I always say that, but then I get yakking. The only acquisition I have is this mug. I did buy some stuff, but it has not arrived. So I'm hoping next week it will all be here. Yes, I went a little crazy. I bought some yarn. Shh, don't tell. It's DK. It's okay. I was digging through my stash and I found some more scraps. So I'll show you that later. So I have 2 finished objects and 2 whips. And spoiler alert, they're all socks. And that's all I wanted to work on this week, so that's what I did. I did start winding my minis for my shawl, my painting honeycomb shawl that I'm going to cast on. It's going to happen this week. It's going to happen. I have 6 more minis left to wind. And then for the main color, I'm just going to wind up 2 balls a stroll and go from there. I have 4 balls. So I'll just do 2 and then I can just get started. So I'm excited about that. I watched the video, his tutorial, I can't say that word. I watched his video. I think I can figure it out. I don't know. The start of shawls always like, it stresses me out. It's like, am I doing this right? I don't want to drop stitch. Am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? But after I get through like the first section or first few rows, I'll get it. I mean, I've done lots of Stephen West patterns. I'll figure it out. But yes, that's going to happen this week. I'm going to cast on that shawl. Okay, I think I said all my spiel. I said what I'm wearing. I'm not wearing any knitted socks right now. I feel okay. I just haven't, I got to put those on after I'm done here. And I am all backwards today because it feels like Sunday, but we'll talk about that in life stuff. So let's get started. Finish object. Number 1. Look at these. Oh my. These ones are for my friend, and her feet are a little bit bigger than mine, so they look a little funky on my blockers, just a tad. The heels do anyway. So these are for my friend. Scrappy socks. 64 stitches. Chiaogoo 2.5 millimeter, which is a US 1.5. That is what I use for all of my socks. I don't know if I should repeat myself or just say it once. I don't know. So yeah, I used all scraps. For this one I did 50 rows of leg. I did hers a little bit shorter. And I did 15 rows, rounds of 2x2 rib. Afterthought heel. Yeah, I just used scraps. I've had some questions like, how many rows do I do? And it's all random, pretty much. Depends on how, if I have like a really tiny ball that has like maybe 2 or 3 stripes, I will just knit until I'm done with it. If it's a bigger ball, I'll knit to like maybe one whole sequence of the color striping. This is all self-striping yarn scraps. Probably should have said that first. So it's random. It's all totally random. If I get bored, it's like, all right, I want to change color, I do it. Or if like, oh, I just have this teeny tiny ball, let's use it up. So yeah. And I'm doing all of these scrappy socks for the Easy Peasy Scrappy Sock Cal over on Instagram, hosted by Everything Shapes Us. I will put her Instagram name, handle, tag, whatever you want to call it, down below. Oh, that's why I didn't say that. We'll get to it. But yeah, these are done. So these will be a birthday present. Birthday present. Okay, I said if you're new. I said all that. So all of the show notes will be right down there, down below. I'll have links to where you can find me. I'm most active on Instagram. I'll put my Ravelry name down there. I'll put links to yarn shops, bag shops, where I got this mug shop. What else do I have there? I'll have reading and watching down there, written out, typed out so you can find it. Because half the time I do not pronounce authors because I can't. I just can't. I'm not good at pronouncing names. And if you didn't hear me, it'll all be down there for you. Okay. And here is my second finished object. This one you guys didn't even see as a whip. I just bang these out. Oh my word. I love these. Are for me. Look it. I did shorty pair. Oh, this is where I joined all my yarns. You can kind of see it. I don't do a jogless join. I just pick up a yarn and start using it. It doesn't bother me. So here's the pretty side. Look at these. Oh, I love these. So these ones I did 12 rows of 2x2 rib. I believe I did, let's see if I can count, 7 rows of leg, just because of where I wanted to do a little bit, and well, I wanted to get them in between, the heel in between the stripe. That's what I was really trying to do. So I just kind of winged it for each one. And yeah, it was about 7 rows this time. I usually do anywhere between 4 rows and probably 4 rows or 10 rows of leg for my shorty socks. Just whatever I feel like. Yeah, 64 stitches, same thing, Chiaogoo needles, US 2.5. Yeah, I love these so stinking much. So I think I finished these ones on, was it Tuesday? I don't remember, sometime. And I'm like, well, it's time to cast on another pair. And I'm like, do I do long ones or short ones? And I did a poll on Instagram and everybody picked long ones. So naturally I said, I'm doing shorties. You know, that never fails. It's like, I really can't decide. So I'm like, well, let's just ask Instagram. And then once I send that, I'm like, I want to do shorties now. So that's okay. Oh, but look, these. These are also for the Easy Peasy Sock Cal, Scrappy Sock Cal. Over on Instagram, I have done 3 pairs so far. I'm gonna keep going. I think this knit along ends the end of April. So you still have time to knit a pair of socks. You can do short ones, long ones. I don't know if they have to be adult ones. I'll put her hashtag down there so you can find all the rules. But I know it has to be at least 6 different colors to be scrappy. I don't know how many are. Do you mind if I count while you so I can tell you here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one has 7 different colors. This is all self-striping again. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. This one has 8, I think, if I'm counting right. So, look at these. Oh, I love these so much. I need to make some more of these shorty ones. Summer's coming. Okay, so that's all my finished objects. And since we're talking about scrappy socks, did I cast on another pair? Yes, I did. This is in my Bags by Awesome Granny. I just have the socks in here. I don't have the scraps. Actually, I'll show you my scraps because I did bring them this time. So I did 3 pairs of socks. 1 really long pair, 1 like medium-ish, and then 1 pair of shorties. And I showed these bags like in the past of how much scraps. So this is after 3 pairs of socks. This one is noticeably a little bit thinner. This one not so much because these are my bigger ones. I've been using these ones for like heels, toes, and cuffs. So I have enough. But look at this. I still have tons. So I cast on another pair because why not? So these ones are going to be for me, and I'm going to do long legs, my usual. Oh, I love these so much. So this one I'm experimenting a little bit. I have a couple scraps that have like a speckled stripe in them. I have some DVD scraps in there, and then I have some random ones that have like a variegated stripe in it, and oh my word. So these ones I'm just going to throw them in there, just here and there. I love it. So I cast these on, I don't remember. Thursday? Friday? No. Pretty sure Thursday. It doesn't matter. Here's what I have so far. Oh, look at these. Oh. So if you are curious about my stitch markers, I will have a link down below for you to watch. I'm doing them concurrently. That's another thing I like about these Scrappy socks. Like I just pick up one and I knit until a ball's gone. And then I pick up the other one and I knit until a ball's gone. And it's just like, they're very fast. I'm pretty sure I did the cuffs on Thursday, and then the rest of this was yesterday. Pretty sure. But yeah, look at this. So here's a variegated stripe here. Speckly stripe. And then here's a speckly stripe right there. It's kind of blowing out. But look at these. I love these so much. So these are Chiaogoo needles. Same thing. 64 stitches. I'm really tempted to work on these today, but I really shouldn't. I gotta work on, there's another sock that these keep, I just want to work on these. And my next pair of socks, it's like, work on me, please. What about me? I mean, I love them, but I'm just like, I'm so addicted to Scrappy socks. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 colors in it so far. And this one has 1, 2, this one has 3. So yeah. Oh, I love these. Now I always do mine cuff down. I do an afterthought heel. Afterthought heels fit me. I tried the afterthought heel. I loved it. It fits, and that's all I do now. Seems like someday I will try the heel flap and gusset, but I don't know. I just like knit in a big tube. And then when I get to the point where it's like all I need is heels, and then I'm done, and it's like, oh, it's the best. So that is my Scrappy sock progress. And here's my last whip. Yeah, 17 minutes. Be a short one today. That's okay. This is by Freckled Whimsy. I don't think she does bags anymore, but I will still link her shop below. She has awesome yarn. Ooh, awesome yarn. I showed these last week. They are still not done. Mustache yarn. For Peep's sake. Oh, I do love these though. I did get quite a bit done from last week. Not quite the whole sock, but pretty darn close. Oh, these are beautiful. This would be another one that I just like, I won't want to wear. I'll just want to like put them on my wall. Look at this. Again, if you're curious about the stitch markers, there will be a link down below. These white ones here is where I'm going to put my heel. I haven't decided. I'm going to start with the brown stripe, but I don't know which color I'm going to go with. I guess we'll see what happens when I finish the toe, what color I land on. Yeah, it was just like perfect. I usually do around 70 rows, but 71 is where that chocolate brown stripe landed. For the little peep eyes. Oh, it's like a pastel rainbow of goodness. So yep, this is what I have. I have about 20 rows before I do my toe, so I'm really, really close. And I did cast on the second sock. I think I just have a cuff. Yep, just a cuff, and I did not weave my end in. I'll have to do that. And when I start this, I usually like to do the cuff, do like one row, and then I weave in my end. So obviously I just did the cuff. I did not do the extra row. But yeah, so they will match. Since it's mustache yarn, I will match them. Usually it doesn't, non-matching socks don't really bother me. But with mustache yarn, she makes it so easy to get them to match. That's like, why not? But oh, look at that. It's beautiful. So yeah, I need to work on these today. Maybe if I can peel myself away from the Scrappy socks. So I want to finish this pair and my Scrappy pair before April 1st. Because April 1st is Desert Vista Dye Work Cast On Day. That is a knit along I'm doing. It's a year-long knit along where you just knit a pair of socks with Desert Vista Dye Works yarn. I guess it could be other things now. It could be a muscle burr, whatever that muscle burr cat is. You could do 2 pairs of shorties. You could do, I think you could do mittens or mitts. Anyway, it's hosted over in her Ravelry group. So I guess I will show you what I'm going to do this month, or for April. Maybe. Oh, if I can grab it. Maybe. Ooh, doggy. So this is all of my, wow, this is embarrassing. This is all of my Desert Vista Dye Works scraps. All of it. So I contacted her a couple weeks ago. I emailed her. And I said, I know you're allowed to do 1 pair of Scrappy socks in the Cal. Just 1 pair for the whole year. So I'm like, could I do 2 pairs of Scrappy socks? 2 pairs of shorty Scrappy socks? And she said, yeah, go for it. So I'm like, oh yeah. So, do you think I got enough for 2 pairs of Scrappy shorty socks? Holy cow. Now this isn't all the stuff that I bought. There is a few skeins in there that were gifts. Leftover scraps. Like this one, this one, this one, this one. So yeah, there is, technically these 2 were a gift. I made my friend some socks out of that. So yeah, I'm just gonna, what is that one? Yeah, that one's a gift too. So I got lots of scraps. So I'm going to cast on 2 pairs of shorty socks, 1 for me and 1 for my friend. And then I can decide, like weigh them and see if I can actually get a full pair or 2 pairs of shorty socks out of 1 full skein. I'll weigh them. Set that right there. Ooh, don't fall. My friend has a little bit bigger foot than me, so that's why I'm kind of like, oh, can I do a whole skein without contrasting heel toes and cuffs? I feel like I could with my foot. So we're gonna experiment, and I will do those 2 pairs. I will weigh them, and then we will see, and then maybe I can do that in the future. I don't know. I might buy, I know if you do the Desert Vista Dye Works for like 3 months, she gives you a very, very nice coupon. So I might make a purchase, and I might get a mini skein set from her, so then I have some extra yarn for heels, toes, and cuffs. If I want to do 2 shorty pairs of socks. So those will be cast on. First, I believe, is Friday, right? Yes. So you will see those. They might not have much work done, but. So yeah, that is what's going to be my next cast on, along with my shawl. I showed the bag that I was going to put the yarn in. I did decide, so I'm going to do the Paintings Honeycomb Shawl by Stephen West. I am using my Dragon Horde yarn / Yarn Cafe Creation advent calendar from last year. I laid them all out. Past Lisa was very nice, and she wrote down 1 through 24 on the labels. So I just spread them all out, and I'm going to knit them in the order that I open them. It looked fine to me. I don't have to think about it this way. Like, which one do I do next? Oh, I don't know. So, yeah. So that is happening this week. It's happening. I just don't know when. Monday? Maybe Monday? I don't know. We'll see. All right, well, good. Oh, I got to show one more thing. This is an acquisition, but I found this in my stash. I got to stop looking through my stash. Look at this. I found more scraps. So this is my advent calendar that I bought in 2020 from Bumblebee Acres. This one was 25 minis, but they were 10 grams. And I don't know what base this is. I saved all the tags, obviously. I wound them up all nice. So this one, I'm not going to do that in order. I'm going to split them in half and rearrange them so they look, because there's a lot of colors that are very similar, like these two. I'm not going to have those next to each other. So we're just going to rearrange, play around. I'm pretty sure I have enough for a full pair of socks. I did use, I made a square in my blanket, in my Cozy Memories blanket, and this is the leftovers. So I don't know how much is in each ball, but they were 10 grams, so I feel like, I guess, how about we weigh one? I got some time to kill, right? To make this episode a little bit longer than like my normal. We'll just take one out, and we will take a tag out, and then I can actually show you the base and all that jazz. All right, let's weigh this bad boy. 7 grams. 7 grams. And I don't know how, is it coquette base? 75% American Corriedale, 25% nylon. It's a 3-ply fingering. I don't know if you can read that, but my kids are being loud. Yeah. So, yep, this was my advent calendar in 2020. So this is a Harry Potter advent calendar. So I think I want to do these next month. I want to start doing read a Harry Potter book and knit a pair of Harry Potter socks. I got a ton of Harry Potter yarn in there. I have 2 mini skeins of Harry Potter, mini skein sets. So I need to get on that train again. I like reading the Harry Potter books once a year. So this will not happen anytime soon. Now, maybe after my Desert Vista Dyework socks are done, I will probably start these. I don't know. Maybe if I finish these 2 socks way before the 1st, then maybe I'll start them. Because I can't just sit there and not do anything until the 1st. And I don't like to cast on too much because then I get overwhelmed, and so we'll see what happens. So, yeah. All right, we'll get into life stuff real fast. No, we won't. We got to do reading washi first. I wrote show notes here for a reason here. I need to read them. Okay, I finished The Lady of the Lake, which is Witcher book number 5. Oh, that was so good. I think that was the last book of the series. I don't think they're making any more. Because the way it ended, it felt like it was done. It had a good ending. So, yes. And then I started reading Season of Storms, which is it a prequel? I don't know. It's book 0.6 in the series. I don't know why they had you read this one last. I don't know. So I'm reading that. This one is a little bit thinner. I think I have like 5 hours left, and I just started it yesterday. So I feel like that's probably a shorter book. And that's it for the Witcher books. I'm not sure what I'm going to read next. It might be Harry Potter. It might be whatever book. I put a book on hold, but I don't remember what it was. The Maid. Was it The Maid? A lot of people are reading it. I've been seeing it on Instagram, so we'll give it a go. I don't know when that's going to arrive. Hopefully after I finish the last Witcher book. And I was telling you I was reading a book on my Kindle. I read it right before bed. And usually it's not a good time to read. I mean, yes, it makes me tired, but I feel like I don't, what's the word? I can't recall the facts. It's like I'm reading it, but it's not sticking in my brain. So I really don't know much about this book. It gives me like Lord of the Rings kind of vibes. The series was written in the 80s, mid 80s. It's still pretty good. The first book is called Pawn of Prophecy. I'll try to say the author's name. I'm pretty sure I can pronounce this one. I don't know. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. David Eddings. I will have it linked down below so you can check it out. So I read the first book. I'm on the second book. And the second book is called Queen of Sorcery. So I'll have all the information of all my books right down there so you can check them out. Yeah. I'm enjoying them. It's just, I probably need to like take some time and read it during the day so I can figure out what's happening. I think I'm like half done with that one. The second book. So yeah, that's what I'm reading. And for watching, we have one more episode of Atlantis season 2. I didn't care for this season. I mean, I'm okay with, some war scenes. But I feel like this whole season was just like one big war. And I don't know. I can see why it got canceled. I mean, I love the first season. And the second season's only 6 episodes. Yeah, I could see why it got canceled. They could have done better with it. That's all I'm saying. And we finished Stargate SG1 Season 8. So I think we're going to watch, sometime during the day, I think we're going to watch the last Atlantis season today. And then we're going to start Vikings tonight. Vikings Season 2. Yes, yes. It's happening. And then I am still watching Walking Dead. I love it. I think we're 4 episodes in, so we have 4 more. And my husband's letting me have the TV on Mondays so I can watch it. So I think we're just going to continue with that after Walking Dead is done. And I'm going to watch Supernatural because I don't want to finish it, but I want to finish it. The last season of Supernatural. I have 5 episodes left. I have like so much TV I need to watch. I'm so behind on Grey's Anatomy, and I still haven't finished Orange is the New Black. My husband said he might want to watch Stranger Things with me, so I might hold off on that, and I'll have to rewatch season 1 and 2 with him. I don't know, maybe we'll watch season 1, and then if he doesn't like it, then because I'm 2 seasons behind on that. I need TV time. I need my TV time. All right, life stuff. Now we can do life stuff. Man, this week it's been a bad week. I mean, not like horrible, just like really kind of weak. Like I said with the snow, like yeah, let's just why not? I'll just add that to the cherry on the cake. So on Wednesday, my daughter, Chloe, started getting sick. And like I said in my previous episode, I was going to send my kids to the grandparents for a whole week so I could have some peace and quiet and not have to listen to whining. Well, I don't know if that's going to happen now. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's been coughing a lot. I don't want to get into the whole, COVID thing, all right? I don't want to get into it. Yes. Should we get her tested? Yes. My husband thinks that's just a cold, so we're not getting her tested. I feel like it probably is because, like, Thursday, she was just like, bleh. She still ate and drank water and everything, but she just slept a lot on Thursday. She took like 3 or 4 naps during the day. She went to bed at 7 p.m. And I'm like, Thursday, I'm like, great. They're staying home for the whole week. That's it. Why me? But then on Friday, she started perking up. She didn't take any naps yesterday. She stayed home from school Thursday and Friday. So, yeah, now I'm on the fence. She seems like she's feeling better. She's coughing a little bit. She's really stuffy. She did not have any fever, body aches, chills, nothing like that. Seems like each day she's a little better, so I feel like it's probably not COVID because, I don't know, she's a kid. I am not sick. My husband is not sick, and Natalie is not sick. It's just her right now, and it's been 3 days. So I think we're just gonna hang out this weekend. Cross your fingers for me that maybe Wednesday everybody will be fine and better, and then I can take my kids to my parents for a couple days at least, so I can have a little bit of break. I don't know. We're gonna wait and see what happens. I'm like, really? This is why I don't like planning things like months in advance, because it always seems to happen that somebody gets sick, or I hate that feeling of making plans and you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then, you hit the brakes, you hit another car, bam, try again. It's all right. She's starting to feel better, so I feel like it's not COVID. But yes, I believe that we probably should have got her tested. But we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. What else in life stuff? Not much. It snowed. I just did on socks all week. I did buy some stuff. I bought some legacy fiber arts. I bought some DK sock yarn. It's DK. I only have one DK in my stash. Oh, I'm gonna fall. You've seen this. So this is my only DK yarn in my stash. So it needs a buddy. And of course it couldn't travel by itself, so I had to buy 2 skeins. Yes, and then I bought Needles at the Ready, Kevin and Ray. Oh, they keep showing these Delaque needle cases. And then they're doing a knit along for a shawl, and I'm like, well, now I have to cast that on. I'll probably still enter it. I don't know if I'll finish it. It's a month. I should be able to finish it, but I'm like, the chances of me winning a prize for one of their knit alongs, man, I'll try. And if I win something, maybe I'll just give it away. It's a needle case, a Delaque needle case. I have 2 Chiaogoo sets, and I need to put them together. I just want to keep everything together. Like all my sock needles, my DK sock needles, they're just everywhere in my house. And so I'm like, I wonder if I could fit all of it in that. So we're going to try it. They enabled me. I saw it. I think they got them like a couple months ago, and I'm like, ooh. And then they keep showing it, and I'm like, ooh. And they show them again. I'm like, oh, okay, that's it. I'm buying them. So I'm hoping that stuff comes next week so I can see it. Or so I can see it. So I can show you guys. Yeah, so I'm still recording on Saturday because my husband feels like that Chloe will feel all better and we can take her tomorrow to the in-laws, but I really doubt it. Because she has issues with, she has allergies to cats. So I feel like if she's stuffy and then the allergies on top of that, she's going to be miserable. She's not going to be able to breathe. So I feel like we probably should just keep her home for a few more days. And cross your fingers for me that they're better on Wednesday. Or maybe even Tuesday. I don't know if my parents would like them an extra day. We'll just think about it, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's it. See, look, I'm 40 minutes. Did I blab enough for you guys? Sorry if this was a boring episode. I'm going to knit what I want to knit. I'm sorry if socks are not your jam, but they're my jam. And yes, I think this weekend I'll knit a little bit more of my socks, and then I'll probably start my shawl. My coffee's almost gone, and it's getting cold. So, do all the YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, share, ring the bell if you want to be notified when I upload a new episode. I know I'm going to say this, but it's probably going to be Monday, and you'll be like, well, why did you even say that? It's Saturday. I'm going to try to upload it tonight and publish it on Monday. I'll do a scheduled publish thing. So it will still be up on Monday. I feel like I had one day less of one less day of content, but I did pretty good this week. I finished 2 pairs of socks. I'm pretty sure those long ones I had, that was up to the heel. At any rate, if you have any questions or comments, you can put them right down there. I do love reading them. And wish me luck that I don't pull my hair out if my kids have to stay home for spring break all week. If they do, I'm probably going to be buying some stuff. All right. Hopefully I will see you next week.